between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has helped them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Going deep this time for Miller. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 2nd and 9, Brady going up top for Miller. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Scotty Miller. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Succop for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The Bucs at 7-8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half as they have taken the lead. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the move past the 40. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these 2 teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want it.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so it's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get up.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with the foul bar? I don't understand that.
That's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They find some open field here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. It brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are back within a couple of the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is now a 1-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From way up at the 23. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it. Now the defense turns right around and forces the turnover.
And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, it's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams, to get involved. And
he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have retaken a third-quarter lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just call a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for the passing game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They're on 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watch their opponent get a touchdown.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Scotty Miller, 72 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's the corner. A.J. Terrell getting up and stopping him for a loss.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Aaron Donald, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by KIDD. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
In motion left goes Jones. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give for Taylor running right side.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Taylor his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 138 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said no. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Evans, 29 yards. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
On play action, they'll throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Brady going to throw here. He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady going deep this time for Miller.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception.
picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Got him, and he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. They looked over at both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.